Hi, welcome to week two of my Stress Buster series. I'm Brenda Gray, owner and hypnotist at Hypnosis for Change. And I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video and learn new techniques to help you relax and stay sane in these crazy times. Okay, today's technique called bilateral stimulation, as I explained if you read the newsletter, is basically an exercise in relaxing the brain by diversion. Okay, the process, I want you to imagine that when you're upset or when you're stressed, that there's a big red cluster of nerves on one side of your brain. And the angrier you get or the more upset you are, that cluster gets bigger and bigger. Now, imagine being able to make that cluster of nerves decrease in size or just disappear altogether. And the way to do that is by diverting attention away from that area of the brain. With bilateral stimulation, basically, the technique involves finding a small object. Anything will do. I'm going to use this rainbow colored brain. Just find a small object that you can fit in your hand easily, an object that you can move back and forth readily. Okay, once you have that object, what we're doing here is we're going to stimulate the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere individually. And as we do this, what we're doing to that cluster in the brain, each time we divert attention away from it, it decreases because the brain is concentrating on following the direction of the stimulation that we're giving it. Okay, when you take this ball, if you move it back and forth from one side to the next, one side to the next, each time I move the ball to this side, to my left side, I'm stimulating the right hemisphere of my brain. Every time I move it to the right side, I'm stimulating the left hemisphere of my brain. Okay? Now, I want you to think of a situation or something that's happening in your life right now that might be causing you a little stress. Think about that, and I want you to give it a number between 1 and 10, 1 being that it's bothering you, 10 being that it's really pissing you off. Okay, and when you have that subject matter and give it a number from 1 to 10, and then we're going to go through this technique together and and I want you to reassess that when we're done, okay? Now I want you to just open up your mind to this process, complete the process as I've outlined, and notice how your stress level changes or not, okay? So we're going to start in the center here, and we're just going to simply take the ball out to the left, out to the right, out to the left, out to the right. It's this motion. That's all you have to do because each time I move my hand away, I'm stimulating a different hemisphere of my brain. So that big red blob of nerves that was there, aggravating and pulling, I'm diverting attention away from it. And as I divert that attention away, I also divert the symptoms that come along with it. Okay, now go ahead and reassess your symptoms on a scale of 1 to 10. And my hope for you is that that number has decreased. Okay, this is a simple exercise, a simple tool, technique that a lot of people don't believe it works until they actually try it because it just looks so simple. So the fact that you're here tells me that you have an open mind. So go ahead and try this technique. Let me know how it works for you. And if it's something that works for you, keep doing it. And then come back next week for week three and check out my new stress buster. It's a surprise. So I hope this one helps you to get through some of the stressful times that we may encounter and continue using the first tool, the breathing techniques. They can be used in conjunction or alone, whatever you choose. Okay, well, thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you again soon. I'm Brenda for Hypnosis for Change. Thank you. Bye.